Hey everyone, this is Ziki here, hoping that you're all doing very well. I really want to apologize because earlier on I wanted to do a live stream sharing with you this story, but unfortunately I couldn't do that for some reason. My network wasn't cooperating. Now you remember I shared with you a story on the, about the Helen Suzman Foundation. On the 15th of June, the Helen Suzman Foundation launched a court action, challenging the cancellation of the Zimbabwean exemption permits, and they were saying that, the permit holders were not given enough time, to change into other visas, and also there was no public consultation, and they were saying, well, we want this thing to be corrected and let these people, these permit holders be given a fair chance, to transition into other visas. Okay, now a lot of people have been waiting to hear the response of the South African Home Affairs, and you have to wait no more because the statement has just been issued. And I'm going to read word for word, but all I can tell you is this: the Home Affairs is saying Helen Suzman Foundation should stop giving people false hope. And I read. This is a statement of Home Affairs Minister Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi on court action launched by the Helen Suzman Foundation on the decision not to extend exemptions granted to Zimbabwean nationals. The first one says, in an open and transparent democracy, organs of civil society have an important role to play. Most of the times they do so in the national interest. However, at times some of them can be a stumbling block in the implementation of government's rational and lawful decisions which are in the national interest. The recent surprising court action launched by the Helen Suzman Foundation is a perfect example of the destructive role that some non-governmental organizations are capable of. The Minister of Home Affairs has always engaged the Helen Suzman Foundation regarding some of the challenges faced by the department in the past. The Minister has engaged the Helen Suzman Foundation on several occasions with positive outcomes. Since the announcement of the decision by the Minister not to extend the exemptions granted to Zimbabwean nationals, he has engaged with several members of civil society with a view to manage the consequences of these decisions collectively. This time around, the Helen Suzman Foundation was conspicuous by its silence. Little did the minister know that the Helen Suzman Foundation was behind the scenes planning the so-called public interest court action. There is a disturbing and growing trend by some non-governmental organizations to sabotage the policentric and policy-laden decisions taken by government by using the courts. This development must be nipped in the bud as soon as possible. South Africa is now under the dictatorship of the non-governmental organizations, with some having faceless and dubious funders. Their ultimate aim is to assist in the dislodgement of government of the day from power by all means available. The decision by the minister not to extend the exemptions granted to Zimbabwean nationals has been widely supported by South African citizens. The Helen Suzman Foundation, in its desperate bid to blackmail the nation, is twisting the support for the minister's decision by the majority of South African citizens as being xenophobic. Nothing could be further from the truth. The Helen Suzman Foundation access to the court is guaranteed in the Constitution. However, this should not be a license to abuse the Bill of Rights by some armchair critics. We have no idea of the sacrifices and deaths of many freedom fighters while they sat in the comfort of their homes because of the color of their skin. They now claim to be champions of human rights of the African people in the whole continent. The Helen Suzman Foundation is now conveniently playing the victim card by alleging that it is being threatened. We have no evidence of the alleged threat. If it is true, the minister does not condone and strongly condemns such threats. On the contrary, it is public knowledge that the minister was openly threatened after taking the decision. Death threats were issued against him publicly. The minister and the Department of Home Affairs will vigorously defend the lawful, reasonable and rational decision of the minister. We cannot be expected to throw up our hands in despair and fail the people of South Africa. Having said that, The minister's door is always open for constructive engagement rather than waste the ever-shrinking government resources to defend unnecessary court challenges. The minister hopes that sense will prevail, that the Helen Suzman Foundation will opt for engagement than embark on a spurious court action which only lead to the further tensions between citizens and foreign nationals. If Helen Suzman Foundation has the interests of Africans in the continent at heart, the minister expects it to play its constructive role in assisting the affected Zimbabwean nationals to apply for one or more other visas provided in the Immigration Act. The minister calls upon all affected Zimbabwean nationals to ignore the false hope created by the Helen Suzman Foundation and adhere to the procedures outlined by the department in various public notices and communications. And I'm going to repeat that. The minister calls upon all affected Zimbabwean nationals to ignore the false hope created by the Helen Suzman Foundation and adhere to the procedures outlined by the department in various public notices and communications. There you have it, my friends. I know a lot of people have been wanting to hear this, okay? They've been waiting for this response from the Home Affairs. Now we have it and now we know. But of course, we were also waiting now to hear what the Helen Suzman Foundation is going to say. Are they going to proceed with the court in the course, or they're going to take the routes of engagement that has been proposed by the Minister of Home Affairs? You know, this issue is very, very sensitive to a lot of people, okay, because a lot of people are affected by it. So it is an issue of interest for so many people. Therefore, you need to always be following and hearing what is latest news pertaining to this. And also, it's also very important to listen to official statements rather than, you know, when these statements are out there, they're interpreted in different ways. Some of the interpretations might not be correct, okay, but it's best to hear from the horse's mouth or to hear the correct exact words that have been said, and it's up to you to take whatever has been outlined and understand it for yourself, okay? So this is all I have for you. You remember the Helen Suzman made the announcement on June 15 when they launched this court action, and they were saying, well, they are not saying that the permits should be there, you know, forever and ever. No, but they're just saying the Minister of Home Affairs did not give enough consultation. They did not give enough time for people to you know, migrate to other visas. But now we are hearing the Home Affairs saying, well, if they have people at heart, they can assist the people to apply for the relevant visas that are available for them, you know, in the Immigration Act. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And they're saying that, you know, also the Helen Suzman Foundation is saying that they've been threatened. I don't know who is threatening them. I am yet to come with that, to come across that again. And also the Home Affairs saying, well, actually it is the minister who has been threatened several times ever since he announced, you know, the decision not to extend the permits. Okay. Now we have had a lot of other organizations that are coming out to say to say they're going to be helping people to extend their visa and everything. I mean, we already know that the agents are there that help people to extend their visas, but at the same time, people should also be very careful not to lose their money, because, you know, when things like this are happening, trust you me, I know, anywhere you live in the country, in the world, there are people, especially when it comes to immigration and visa issues, there are always agents that are there, you know, to say they can help you. Not everyone is able to help you, okay? So you need to be very careful who you ask for help for. Some people are going to be asking you for money, you know, give me this amount of money, I'm going to help you to fill in the forms, I'm going to take you to the Home Affairs, I'm going to do this and that, and at the end of the day, you're going to be losing that hard-earned cash. So it's best that if there is any inquiries that you want to know, it's best for you to do it by yourself, okay? Go to the, you know, to the websites or go to the offices and inquire for yourself before you pay money to people who say they're going to help you and they don't do anything for yourself and you end up losing money. Because most of the time, I have seen it even here in China, you can have people saying they can help you, but these people, what they do is they take your money, they just go on the internet, they download the forms, they say fill in these forms, and then they take these forms and then they put the things that you can actually do for yourself, and you pay them a large sum of money. So sometimes it really is wise. Okay, it's wise to find information for yourself and follow the official procedures, which in some cases they're not even very, very difficult. Of course, sometimes you need people to assist you. I'm not saying you don't need people to assist you. You need them, but be careful. Okay. Now we have heard the response from the minister. Let's see how this whole issue is going to be. Please take care of yourselves, and until I come back again with more updates, please. Oh, child, this story is really sensitive, okay? I know. But anyway, take care. I'm coming very, very soon with more updates.